Good morning everyone. Right, today's review and comparison, Ifecco Open-Ear Bone Conduction headphones. I've had the Aftershocks headphones for quite a long time now. 5.5 years. I bought them for a swim challenge that ended just before COVID era. I was swimming 44 miles in 12 weeks. And as much as I've always been fairly against having anything else going on when you're swimming or walking or anything like that, I found I did need something just to keep me going, really. So I downloaded podcasts, worked really, really well. Little tip, don't laugh while you're swimming, doesn't go down well, but they really helped. I used them again a couple of years ago in my sort of little gym at home, and they were great. I've got back into swimming and went to use them last week, and they just come up with a phrase in a foreign language and there is absolutely no way to do anything with them. I've gone online, I've tried all the tricks, I've tried updating them, updating software, etc. I can't get through to them. My next stage, I don't think I can even send them for a repair, really. They're obviously out of warranty. So I looked at getting another set, and then I thought, actually, it's quite a steep price if I'm going to end up in the same scenario. Although, of course, we've got to accept that technology doesn't last forever. Started looking through, and these came up with really quite a good review. I think they're around £45 at the moment, reduced. I paid £32 because I had a bit of credit on my Amazon account. But I definitely think they're worth a try at that price. If they're no good, I'll send them back. Gone are my days of accepting that a product doesn't work and that's it. So let's open them up and have a little look. So IP68 Waterproof Bone Conduction headphones. There were two colours, but this colour was £20 cheaper, and I really am not fussed about the colour, so I was very happy with that. Okay, nice clear cymbals. That's always been a bit of an issue with the Aftershocks, that they weren't actually very easy to find the controls on, particularly when you were in the water. They feel pretty sturdy, which I'm impressed by. They don't look as slick as the Aftershocks, but I'm not fussed about that. And this is a little bit bulkier. Let's see what else is in the box. Do they come with earplugs? We'll open those in a minute and have a look at the instructions. Okay, in the box I've got two sets of earplugs, foam ones and silicone ones. They do look quite big. These are the ones that came with the Aftershocks, and they fit me quite nicely. And you can see they're quite big. And just because I wear a hearing aid, I know I've got quite small ear canals. But I will give them a go. They don't come with a handy little box, so I will steal the box. Chargers included, and a funny little rubber thing, which I'm sure we'll find out what it's for. So I'll have a little look at the instructions. That is really nice and easy to understand. So the multifunction button, the one at the top, long press for power on or off, or to reject calls, but I won't have it associated with my phone because I don't want that. Click once, play music. Click 3 times, playback. Okay, so I'm not really going to want those. I'm just going to want the on and off. And then the plus and the minus. The plus, volume up for 1 click. Long press, switch song. Same in reverse for the down. That's nice and easy. Let's get them plugged in. The connection for charging and for downloading isn't as secure as for the aftershocks. You'd have to be a bit careful how you put that down. The aftershocks has got a plastic case that goes right round the earbud and closes, whereas that is just magnetic. But let's see what we can do with them. Initial device pairing, long press the multifunction button for 3 seconds. Indicator light will flash alternately between red and blue. Activate the Bluetooth feature on phone and locate X7. Right, so 1, 2, 3. And let's go into the phone. Right, it didn't come up and this isn't flashing, so let's try again. I'm going to try it actually not plugged in. So let's unplug. 1, 2, 3. Now we're flashing. Okay, so I obviously needed to not have them plugged in when I do that. Now let's go back to the phone. That was really nice and easy. So all connected now to Bluetooth. And I'm going to go back to computer and see if I can find some things to download. Connect to the computer through magnetic charge and cable. Yep, done that. Put the downloaded audio files from the computer into a new hard drive. Well, can you see there? I've got... Yeah, it's not come up. Whereas when I plug in the shockwaves, they come up as shockwaves. Okay, I'm going to carry on playing. This is way more complicated than it needs to be. It's talking about an actual physical disc. Right, I'm going to keep looking. Well, that was a bit weird. Just editing a video that I'm putting up now, and the audio came through on the headphones. So I'm obviously in Bluetooth mode. That was a bit weird. Right, let's switch it to MP3. I've got music coming out and I've no idea how I did that. Right. I'll carry on exploring with that F drive. Well, that's taken a bit of doing, but I've finally got a Hits UK playlist on that. But I'm still not seeing a logo or a symbol for when I want to remove it from these headphones. Can you see there? Shocks Connect. That had its own logo come up. But I've got music on there. That will let me test them out, quality underwater, etc. So I think that will do for now. Let's go. I've got the files to where I want them. That's progress. But it doesn't seem quite right still. I think I'm going to unplug these now and see whether I can turn them on and use them as normal. This is just so frustrating. So, got them on, they're turned on, but it sounds as though there's nothing on there, and I don't know what more to do. Right, one more play before I give up for today. They're acting basically as speakers from the computer, but not actually saving anything onto the headphones. Right, I'm going to go and Google this. Okay, I'm trying dragging and dropping whilst they're actually plugged in. Okay, I'm trying dragging and dropping whilst we're actually plugged in. USB drive F. Move here. So right click. So you have a logo. Over to F. I'm just going to see if that makes any difference. Now I've come across to F drive and it says eject. I've never used that button in my life, so eject. It has actually worked. Right, now I should be able to unplug. And then we'll try the headphones again. I'm getting Bluetooth mode detected. I then change it over and it says SD card mode, Bluetooth mode connected. So let's try turning Bluetooth off. That's told me disconnected, but hasn't given me any music or podcasts. You know what? I've never done this before. I'm going to give up with them. This is just way too hard. I have wasted hours downloading various tools to convert files. It should not be this difficult. I just want to download straight onto the headphones. That's it. If they can't do that, they're no use to me. I've also noticed they've changed since someone else reviewed them 5 months ago. They no longer have a carry bag in there. Yeah, no, I'm not impressed. So there you go. Ifecco Open-Ear Bone Conduction headphones. I'm not even going to review them. I'm fed up with them. They're going back. Take care, everyone. And we'll see you all soon.